Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll show you my investment portfolio, which is sitting around with $69,457. Um, Today is June 15, it's a Sunday, so in June 13, Friday, you can see that my portfolio was 1.53 down, and it's because there been some news that there is a war right now between Israel and Iran. So there is too much volatility still on the stock market. There are many different events that are happening right now. So let's take a look at my stocks. So I have Nvidia, TSM or Taiwan Semiconductor, Broadcom, Builders First Source, Robinhood, Apple, Salesforce, and Microsoft. Those are stocks that have about 2%, and you can see the returns over here for those who I have more than 2%. The most is Robinhood with almost double my money. Well, I mean, I double my money on that one. And the only red, the only losses that I have is on with Salesforce 0.47, not even 1%, and Builders First Source, which is almost 14%. But the other one, you can see the green ones are 20%, 44%, 56%. I'm still looking at cost averaging Builders First Source because it's really cheap right now. We take a look at how it's right now. You can see if we go to the weekly, it is on the lows with 107. Yes, around 107. And you can see this is the support line that meets the same level like in 2023, on November 2023, when we had the correction or the bear market at the time. So it seems that it's going to stuck here for some time until it's going to go up again. So I'm going to keep cost averaging here. Now, then we have those who are below 2%. And then I have over here, let me take a look. Yes. So it's going to be right here. Okay. So I have Meta, then have a real estate stock, Chipotle, Uber Technologies, Coinbase was a crypto stock, and the ones that I like it, which is pretty much similar to Robinhood, but in South America or Latin America, and they offer different investments options. Then we have American Express, another one that I love because it has too much potential and offers dividend. Then we have Google, Next Era Energy, uh, MBIS, which is another one that has huge potential, around 40% up right now, and is just 1.15% on my portfolio. I think it used to be 0.80% or 0.75, but then because it has too much gains in the last few days, not even weeks, few days, it went exponential. You can see that it has now more percentage on my account. Now we have ASML. Right now it's not that bad. I mean, I know that also has huge potential, but it's around the 0%. And then Mara, which is another crypto like a Coinbase, but the difference is that this is mine Bitcoin. And right now it's 20% down. Not scared or not concerned about it because it's just 1% and also has potential to keep going up. And if you just give a look at all my positions about 1%, it's just BLDR and Mara, the ones that has too much losses. But when I say too much losses, it's just it's nothing compared with the gains that I have. So as I said, I'm not concerned and also have huge expectations about those stocks. So I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Then I have Grab, almost 1%. OKE, another energy stock. Then I have Tesla. I just added. I just started adding more my positions because I used to have it a lot, but before I went to correction, I sold it, so I just keep it. I just took my gains, and now I'm gonna start investing on Tesla. But I'm gonna see my entry points where it's almost cheap or on the first price. Then I have INDI, which is almost 1% of my portfolio. It's also semiconductor, OPTT, Sound, PGR, AMPX, UNH, or United Health. Uh, Another one that I started investing, and I said on the last video that I waited when it reached the lowest uh, the lowest price, which I saw conveniently when it hits this level over here. You can see is right now the support button. It was one of the top all-time highs in 2008, and then it was the support uh, on the 220. Yes, it was the resistance on the 2018 and was the support in the 2020. And you can see the reach over here. So it's gonna stay around this price until it goes up in the future because it has also great expectations about that particular stock. Then have Club, OV, KOPN, which are stocks that right now are just almost 0% because I'm still looking for an entry point to invest on those risky stocks. Then if I scroll down, ETFs, I lower my position on BixY. As you might remember, it used to be like a 20%, then I just lowered to 10 and then to 5% right now. Is 20% down. I'm not concerned about it because as you can see here, it went up again on Friday because of the correction that is happening right now. Well, I'm not sure if a correction, but it was on the reds on Friday. But it might be a correction. I'm going to explain that later. This is a Bitcoin ETF. It's 15% of my portfolio right now with gains. TLT bonds, 7% of my portfolio, just 5% down. Not concerned about it. This is a new exposure to a semiconductor ETF, 5% up and 6% of my portfolio. I might sell it. I'm not sure. We'll see how is the stock market on Monday. This is why I already explained it. And this is a Coinbase ETF, just keeping it because of the dividends. Now you can see my cash is around 20% of my portfolio, just getting ready if there is another correction. If not, I will just cost average those that I have huge expectations to keep going up in the following months. And all of that makes my $69,457 portfolio, my investment portfolio. So now, as you can see, since January 1st, my portfolio is 7% or 7.83% up. On June 10, it reached almost the 10%, but as I said, there is some volatility that are making it not consistently keep going up. But so far, I'm happy about how my portfolio is performing. 7.83% comparing with the SPY year to date is just 2%. So you can see like a 5 to 6% of difference. So my portfolio is performing better than the SPY. Now, regarding with the SPY, then we need to take a look at on the weekly, we can see this is starting to slow down on the RSI or the growing that you used to see on the last few days. So it's slowing down and it might now start going down and it can be just because of the events that are happening right now. As I told you before, I mean, Iran and Israel, they have a war right now on, and also the tariffs are not. There is not a clear goal or what is going to happening in the following weeks or months. There is too much concern right now with political stuff, and those events are affecting too much the stock market. However, it seems that is the stock market is gonna have a correction again, and my expectation is from this top is gonna go down to this level over here. You can see the green line. This might happen in the following weeks. If not, then we can see just how it behaves in the following days, because so far this is my analysis that I believe that is going to keep going down until this point. That's why I have an alert at 577. It might reach 572, but at 577 I'm going to start taking actions about just selling my big Y exposure that I explained you before. That is the stock that usually does the opposite of the stock market. So if it keeps going down the SPY, then big Y is going to keep going up. So SPY goes down, big Y goes up, take my profits from there, and then I move it to another stock that I found that it can be a really good option to invest. Why is the reason is gonna hit this value? First of all, is right now this is for the 20 EMI for the weekly, but also we can see here on the daily, it's pretty much what is starting to give you an idea that where it's gonna head. 20, 50 EMI also around 576. So this is the range where the value might reach for the SPY in the following days, based on my analysis and based on the circumstances, the events that are happening right now. If that doesn't happen, then I will just cost average anything that I see that is affordable and has huge potential to make gains. But so far as you can see, the stock market has a red candle over here. It might keep going down because it touched the resistance bands over here, the resistance line. Once it crosses, then it's a good entry point to start investing. But since it didn't cross it, and if it keeps going down, then it's up to you whether you're gonna decide it. But for me, it's just what I explained you so far. It might reach this point, and then I will sell my big Y, and I will start switching to some stocks that are cheap at that point. And then, in the worst case scenario, it can keep going down, reaching these levels over here. But I'm not gonna start thinking too much about this resistance band. I mean, this support line. I'm gonna start thinking about this one first, and we'll see. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.